If you're on the right side of the political spectrum, you don't get much to cheer about in this day and age, so I think we should enjoy Trump's win while it lasts. So how about we have a good old look at the meltdown going on in the mainstream media and on the liberal side of the political divide. First up, we have everyone's favourite internet leftist Destiny. He's been ranting and raving for months now about how it's going to be an easy Kamala win. Whoopsie! Talking of annoying leftists, James O'Brien woke up to what he described as fresh hell this morning. Funny how with that massive brain of his he couldn't predict a Trump win, isn't it? Talking of know-it-alls, here's 4 celebrities who said Kamala would win and they would leave the USA if Trump wins. It's Robert De Niro, Lady Gaga, Pink the pop star, and I guess some LGBTQ guy. Remember, as Ricky Gervais so sagely taught us, celebrities know about everything, and we should listen to them.
As a celebrity, I know all about stuff, like science and politics. So trust me when I tell you who you should vote for. If you don't vote the right way, that's like a hate crime, and it makes me sad and angry, and I'll leave the country. And you don't want that.
I remember the same thing around Brexit. All the liberal lovies said they were going to leave the UK, and lo and behold, they didn't, so keep an eye on these 4 to see if they actually back up their words. But the general mood amongst the liberal elite and our mainstream media can be summed up by this white dudes for Harris online commentator.
I can't believe Trump's actually going to win this thing! Oh, Jesus Christ!
I'm going to cut the audio there because our tubby friend is quite unhappy, as you can see, and he's using plenty of expletives. Ex-BBC, non-biased newsreader Emily Maitlis also apparently had a breakdown of her own. That was before she got told off by Boris Johnson and an American pundit for being so blatantly biased. However, when the results came in, apparently she stormed out of the studio and swore. A fine example of the objectivity we've come to know and love from our mainstream media. Next up is the detestable Rory Stewart, the man who symbolises everything wrong with the modern Conservative Party. He was given it the big un before the election, saying it was going to be an easy Kamala win. In fact, he was so confident he put the maximum amount of money he was legally allowed to put down on Kamala winning. And that's another whoopsie. But never underestimate the narcissism of a liberal progressive. Here's Rory Stewart admitting that he was wrong, but that he was also right because he's an optimist or something.
I got it totally wrong. I thought Kamala Harris would win, and I believed she would win comfortably. I thought it would be over quite quickly. It's all turned out to be wrong, completely wrong. I don't think, though, that I was fundamentally wrong because I'm patronising towards people.
While we're on the topic of delusional takes, here's The Guardian stating that America needs to completely reconfigure its electoral system. Funny how it wasn't a problem when Biden got elected though, isn't it? In other news, radical leftist group Stand Up to Racism is going to hold an emergency demo in London saying no to Trump. Stop the count, guys. I bet Donald's quaking in his boots. Here's some likely attendees of such a march. They're spraying a wall outside the United States Embassy in London with paint. You keep fighting the power, guys. But let's be serious. As much as these people tried to make themselves out to be political rebels, they're essentially just overgrown toddlers, and people are getting sick of having to babysit them. But I have saved the best till last, and by the best I mean the worst. I speak, of course, of the Labour Party. They stupidly sent a delegation to campaign for Kamala Harris, meaning if Trump wins, it's essentially ruined the relationship with America. Because of that, before the election, Trump has already vowed to unleash all-out war on the Labour Party, and who can blame him? In fact, I think most of us would support him. That's because of morons like David Lammy. Here he is tweeting in 2017, stating if Trump comes to the UK, he will be out protesting on the streets, stating that Trump is a racist KKK member and a Nazi sympathiser. And here he is today congratulating Donald Trump on his win, stating he's looking forward to working closely with the US. Great work, Dave. I'm sure nobody will notice everything you've said in the past. So when Trump does get around to speaking to Keir Starmer, we can only hope it goes something like this.
I'm hearing rumors that you're locking people up for posting memes.
Yes, but because they are far-right thugs saying hurty words and upsetting people.
Listen, I'm going to stick my foot far right up your ass.
You can't do that to me. My dad was a tool maker.
Well, he certainly made a tool for the World Economic Forum.
Don't you bring Davos into this. I'll tell my mummy.
Listen, you slimy bastard, I'll own everything and love it.
She worked in the NHS.
Yes, well, my mom, who was probably the greatest mom there ever has been, came from Scotland. She always told me, Donnie, don't ever let those commie bastards take over the home country.
Anyway, enjoy it while it lasts, everybody. Do let me know your thoughts down below, and do consider subscribing to the channel if you're new.